park on this Monday night as the St. Louis Cardinals, the #1 team in the National League Central Division, come into San Diego for a 3-game series against the Padres. And good evening, everyone. Along with Mark Grant, Dick Enberg, pleased you're with us. Well, the Mariners leave town, and they left quite a dent in those batting averages with that great pitching. So from great pitching, now St. Louis is here, and they're the best hitting team in all of the National League. They have 4 men hitting .300 in the starting lineup tonight, and that's without Matt Holliday, who leads the National League, but he'll be sidelined maybe 3 or 4 days, hopefully for this whole series, with a quadriceps injury.
You know, the St. Louis Cardinal team comes into San Diego flying high. They've got quite a trifecta. That's easy for me to say. But one guy, Albert Pujols, you talk about a slump, hasn't homered in 103 at-bats. Well, he could put the ball in the ballpark. Matt Holliday, as you mentioned, Dick, on the shelf day to day. But Lance Berkman, the 35-year-old, you can see him using the whole field right here. These guys are putting up some numbers, and the rankings are just out of this world for the St. Louis Cardinals. This is going to be a tough team to beat. And Petco Park, we've talked about. I'm getting sick and tired of talking about it not being a hitter's park. This will be a good test to see what the Cardinals can do. Hopefully, Dustin Mosley and the San Diego Padre pitching staff can put those numbers down for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Well, you saw they're #1 in almost all the significant hitting categories, a literal hit parade. The Padres first saw the Cardinals in the opening game of the series, took 2 out of 3 in that series, and Pujols, remember, in opening day batted into 3 double plays.
That's
which
right.
was an opening day record of sort. He hasn't hit home runs of late. We shouldn't have said it. That'll awaken him surely enough. He's hit 4 in the last 10 games at Petco.
You know what, Dick? You know as well as anybody, if the Padre pitching staff makes good pitches, and you make a good point because those double plays the opening series, you can contain those guys. Albert Pujols, he hit the ball on the ground 3 times, double plays. They need to make good pitches. That's the bottom line to try to contain this Redbird offense.
And meanwhile, the Padres have slipped to 9 games under .500. That's the lowest they've been in. They're 8.5 games back of San Francisco. That's the farthest they've been off the lead. So something needs to happen soon, and tonight would be a good night. They're going to have to beat an excellent team with one of their top pitchers, which takes us to our pitching matchup tonight. Kyle Loesch is 5-2, and that 2.17 ERA is the 5th best in all of the National League. Dustin Mosley, much better pitching than that 1.6 record would indicate. This is his 10th start of the year. And our pitching matchup brought to you by Discount Tire, where America saves on tires. Plenty of Redbird fans here at Petco tonight. St. Louis, San Diego, ready to go to work. Petco Park. Fans still arriving on this Monday night. Padres take the field. Pitcher Dustin Mosley leading the way on a cool night, but comfortable. A little sunshine left. As we check on the report card thus far this year of starting pitcher Dustin Mosley. His profile brought to you by your San Diego County Cadillac dealer. Stop in for an attractive lease or purchase offer. While his record 1-6, his ERA certainly above average, 3.40. However, in his last 3 starts, Mosley stumbling, 0-3 with an ERA of 8.16. He has the lowest run support of any starting pitcher in the majors. The Padres have been shut out 4 times in his starts, and they've provided him with an average of 1.7 runs per game.
And Dustin knows that he's got his work cut out for him. We talked about the offense of the Redbirds, so look for one pitch tonight. They love to hit the fastball. He's tried to refine the changeup. Let's see if that old combio is working tonight against these Redbirds.
Dean of Major League Managers, Tony La Russa, has set his lineup, and it's brought to you by the Prize Patrol, presented by Jerome's Furniture. Text winning to 269-411 to enter. Terrio, 300 hitter at the top of the lineup. John Jay in right field. Pujols in his usual 3-spot. Lance Berkman cleanup. Matt Holliday not in the lineup with that quad injury. Colby Rasmus always tough on the Padres. Yadier Molina, all he's done is hit over 500 the last week. Skip Schumacher at second. Daniel Descalzo, the third baseman, and Kyle Loesch on the mound. There's Tony La Russa, 66 years young, in his 16th season with that Cardinal on the front of his uniform. And the first pitch of the game by Mosley, in for a strike. Terrio, the last 7 games, hitting .391 to raise his average to an even 300. The Cardinals let Brendan Ryan, who was their opening day starting shortstop last year, go, and Seattle picked him up, and we saw how well Ryan played over the weekend. Terrio, the former Cub, and it's 2-1. Ground ball right side. Hudson to Hop. 1 away. And let's check the Padre defense, brought to you by Big O Tires, the team you trust. Call 1-800-NEW-TIRE. Headley and Bartlett, Hudson and Hop on the infield. Ludwig, Maben, and Denorfia left to right in the outfield. Rob Johnson behind the plate. Mosley on the mound. So the Padres make a player move today. Will Venable sent to Tucson to work on his hitting. Here's John Jay, the right fielder. He takes ball 1.
Yeah, it's tough to work on things at the big league level. You got to go down to the minor leagues and refine that swing, and hopefully we see Will Venable back soon.
And that's the very words out of the mouth of Buddy Black. Get himself back in rhythm. Ground ball right through the middle into center field for a base hit. John Jay hitting .312. Following Terrio, a 300 hitter. And Blake Ticotti, brought up from San Antonio, where he was hitting .291 with 6 homers. He has some power, and he's stolen some bases as well, 14 to be exact. Left-handed hitter, can play all 3 outfield positions. He's going to be 24 tomorrow. Pujols leading the National League in grounding into double plays. It all started on opening day when he banged into 3 against the Padres. He's been guilty 14 times. Jim Joyce in good voice tonight.
Yes, he will let you know.
Those are gasket tears, those calls. .269 average. Ground ball to third, foul. And Mosley moves ahead, 2 strikes on Pujols. A stunning statistic to me, in that Pujols has been walked intentionally more than any player in the big leagues the last 3 years. Has led the National League each of the last 3 years. A total of 116 times he's intentionally walked. How many times do you think he's been intentionally passed this year?
I'm going to take a guess. 15 to 20.
1.
One.
That's stunning. reflects the fact that he's hitting third, and he's got Holiday and now Berkman hitting behind him. You can't afford to put him on. Those two guys will punish you. They're both hitting high in the 300s. In fact, for most of this year, they've been 1 and 2 in hitting in the National League. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, he was leaning. I mean, imagine yourself being Ryan Theriot or John Jay, and then you've got Pujols, Berkman, Rasmus. I mean, pretty good hitters right there. You're going to get something good to hit. A starting pitcher is going to go right after you, give you good pitches to hit, because they don't want to walk you to pitch to these guys with guys on base. I don't care what kind of a slump a guy is in.
Inside 2 and 2, and then you get to the 6th batter in the order, Yadier Molina. He's hitting .333. So this is a power-packed offense. They come here winning 6 of their last 7. They literally walked away with a win in Kansas City yesterday. A crazy game. Went to extra innings, 10 innings. They were down a run, bases loaded. Kansas City walked with the bases loaded to tie, and then the next man walked to win. That's really walking off with a victory. Hit deep to right center. That's carrying a long way. Maben out there to make the catch. Oh my, Death Valley grabs Albert Pujols. And then Pujols and Jay collide between first and second as Pujols was trying to get back to the dugout, and Jay was retreating to first base, and Pujols got knocked on his wallet.
Well, Albert stayed on that pitch well. He took it the opposite way. Got in just a little bit, and from the body language of Albert, he may have thought that he'd gotten it, but the force field out there, Albert Pujols trying to push that ball out of the yard with his voice, and then hits the deck.
He was so angry that that ball didn't carry that he lost concentration, and the little guy Jay put a pretty good block on him. Petco takes away from everyone. That's just the toughest place to hit it right there. Lance Berkman, .338. Switch hitting. There goes the runner. Throw by Johnson. And another steal. They're running on Rob Johnson. That's the 3rd steal of the year for John Jay.
You know what I like about this? I mean, I don't like the stolen base, a runner in scoring position, but as we take a look at the pitch, it's a breaking ball down. So Rob throws the baseball to Bartlett. Watch Bartlett. He stays on the runner with the tag. I like that. A lot of guys will overrun the bag. You keep that tag on them, and they'll get banged.
Berkman takes ball 2 with Colby Rasmus on deck. Johnson is now 2 for 21, throwing out only 2 men trying to steal. So they're taking some liberties on him. And the pitchers who are holding on the runners as well as Bud Black would like them to.
Good point. Got to vary the moves, slide step at times.
3-0, and he takes off the plate, ball 4. So first and second for the Cardinals here in the opening inning. Brings up center fielder Colby Rasmus. Rasmus yesterday, as we mentioned, a couple of walks with the bases loaded by Kansas City pitchers to give them the win. He walked 5 times by 5 different pitchers. Leads the team in runs scored and in walks. 29 times he's been walked. 2 on, 2 out. Mostly trying to dig out of this little trouble spot in the first inning.
Dustin has already thrown a changeup. That was to Berkman, but he did not bite. Mentioned it earlier as he took the hill. That's a good way to have guys swing through it or pop it up, keep it on the infield.
Jay off second, Berkman at first. That's in there, a 2-seamer.
You know, Colby Rasmus, he's going with the old school blousing of the pants down. Look at that. That's.
I like the look, but without the stirrups, it just doesn't play quite
exactly.
as well.
I agree with you, Dick. You got to wear the traditional stirrups.
So you see the white sanitaries underneath. 2 strikes. Mosley ahead of Rasmus. Cardinals come to town atop the National League Central, 2.5 games ahead of Cincinnati. Milwaukee red hot at home, only 3.5 back. Just missed outside.
Tried to backdoor the curveball there. So we've seen the fastball, the curveball, and the changeup. Here it is. And, ooh, looks like Rob Johnson may have gotten crossed up, but no visit from the catcher. See him kind of come up a little bit. May have taken that pitch away, but that looked like it was off the plate.
2-2. Boy, Jim Joyce getting it from some of the fans behind home plate. Let's see if Joyce was right. Yeah, it's outside.
Yep.
He's considered one of the best ball strike umpires in the league.
Had him 0-2. Now he's worked it full.
Full count. Runners off with 2 outs. Strike 3. Rasmus looking for another walk, and he is caught looking himself. Out of trouble. Mosley in the first. No runs a hit. The Cardinals leave 2. Padres coming up. Tonight 5-2 with that fancy ERA, and here's his profile, brought to you by Bank of America, setting opportunity in motion in San Diego to help our community and our economy. Fewest base runners allowed per 9 innings in the league, Loach. So he's not going to walk many, and he didn't give many hits either. Yeah, stingy is what Jim Joyce is saying. 6'2" and 210 pounds. Chopped to short. Denorfia hustling up the line and thrown out by Terrio. The Padres starting lineup brought to you by Evans Tire and Service Centers, home of the free alignment. Denorfia, Bartlett, Ludwig up in the cleanup spot. Then Headley and Maben. Orlando Hudson bats 7th. Rob Johnson behind the plate and Mosley on the mound. And of course Ludwig in a streak here where he's hit .436 in the last 10 games, raising his batting average up 60 points. Bartlett, a lot of sink on that pitch.
A lot of movement with that fastball, and he can throw it for strikes, as you mentioned, Dick. He's going to be around the plate, a lot of contact made.
Oof. 1-1 on a slider. He has allowed the entire season per inning only 13.8 pitches. That's the best in the major leagues. That one slapped foul down to the seats in right field.
I was talking to Ricky Horton, who does color work for the Cardinals on TV, and he described it this way for Kyle Loesch. He could throw if he threw 20 pitches, 19 out of 20 are going to be where he wants them to be. That's how good a command this guy's got. Fastball, slider, change, and a curve. Out pitches are that slider and changeup.
Low and away. Levels the count at 2-2. He's actually not had great success against the Padres, especially at Petco. He's 0-2 with a 6.10 ERA. 3-2 now to Bartlett. Trying to get on for Ryan Ludwig. Last year, he had surgery on his right forearm for a nerve compression, did Loesch. He's come back mighty strong. Broken bat, one hopper, easily handled by Loesch. 2 ground ball outs here to open the Padre first inning. Defense for St. Louis brought to you by North County Cadillac. Customer service at a whole new level. Descalzo and Terrio on the left side. Schumacher and Pujols at second and first. Berkman in left, Rasmus in center, and Jay the right fielder. Molina behind the plate. Loesch on the mound. He was a 96 draft pick of the Cubs, 29th round. 861 players were selected before Loesch.
It's amazing how guys develop, huh? Later on. It's a crapshoot.
Ludwig takes strike one.
And once again, one of those pitchers that utilizes his changeup is like his second pitch.
High fly ball hit well to center. Rasmus drifting back to the wall. Leaps. It is caught by Rasmus. Took it right off the top of the wall and denied Ludwig a home run. Oh, my. So both Ludwig and Pujols grumbling their fate here in the opening inning.
He's giving him the stare down.
Former teammate Colby Rasmus steals a home run from Ludwig. Would it have gone over? You bet it would have. Ouch. By the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot, and powering that drive to center. Ludwig, and then the steal by Rasmus. So Ludwig and his former teammate Pujols can commiserate about the conditions and how tough it is to drive one out of here. Those are home runs easily in St. Louis.
That is highway robbery. He timed that perfectly. to take the home run away from Ryan.
Top of the second, Yadier Molina steps in with a fancy .333 batting average and takes strike one. Hottest hitter in the major leagues this past week, hitting .565, 13 for 23. Over but low. Schumacher and then Descalzo to follow. There's a good looking curveball.
You know, the pitch count up for Dustin Mosley in the first inning, 21 pitches to be exact, and that's been a trend the last 3 starts. A lot of pitches not going deep into the game.
Fly ball shallow and right. Hudson going out in a hurry to make the catch.
Snap, crackle, pop on the slider down and away. And that's Shillelagh off the sweet spot, and Orlando gloves it.
The crispy shot, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You like the crispy?
Love that. It's healthy, too.
As a kid, don't you remember? I mean, don't you remember, you know, the first time you listened to all the sounds?
I still listen.
You do?
Yeah.
Schumacher, a .241 average. So finally you get down 7 and 8 in the lineup and some more normal batting averages. He was just activated yesterday, was on the DL more than a month with a triceps or right triceps injury. Missed 34 games. Three and 0.
Just a scrappy player, Schumacher. You know, he's one of those guys, if he's walking down the street and you say, hey, there's a big league ball player. People aren't going to agree with you. He just uses the whole field, gets the job done. And that's the kind of guy Tony La Russa likes. And when you have the luxury of having guys like Pujols, Berkman, Rasmus, Holiday.
Smack to the right side. Nice convenient hop for Hudson. 2 away.
It's nice to have little scrappers in the lineup mixed in amongst those big stars, those big hitters.
Daniel Descalzo, third baseman, hitting .213. He's in there because David Freese, the starting third baseman this year, is on the DL. Again, Matt Holliday not in the lineup tonight because of a right quadriceps injury yesterday. 0-2.
Well, hopefully when Dustin Mosley's on that mound, Jim Joyce loses his voice, because that means he's throwing a lot of strikes.
Mosley making Joyce sing here in this inning.
Oh, that was a good pitch. Two-seamer. Tried to bring it on the inside part of the plate.
That looked pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Sour note. Chop to the mound. Mosley, an easy comebacker. And the inning's over. Retiring the Cardinals in order in the second. Mosley coming up. Hop, Headley, and Maben for San Diego. Next road trip to Washington and Atlanta. They'll be hosting the Houston Astros Saturday, June 4th, 5:35 game. First 25,000 of you take home one of the Padres Garden Gnomes. You can get your tickets and follow the Padres Gnome at padres.com/gnome. Yeah, if your whole family would, everyone in attendance would get one. So if you have a big family, like say 6, 7 kids, you come out and you get 7 or 8 gnomes. You could have a whole garden full of gnomes.
First of all, if you have 6 or 7 kids, God bless you. And
you're a gnome. Anyone at home? Gnome. Swing and a miss by Hop. 1-2 the count.
Make you want to go to Nome, Alaska.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Hop. Couple of home runs. 10 runs batted in. Takes inside. 2-2. Only 10 pitches for Loesch in the first inning. Going to keep track of how tight his control is tonight. Bounces that one. Full count. Again, all season long, he's averaging under 14 pitches per inning. That's the best of any major league hurler. Only 10 the first inning. That ball ripped into the right field corner, and it will bounce into the corner, carry him out to the right fielder, Jay.
Keep running. Did the umpire signal?
I guess that ball must have kicked up into the crowd. Yes, up. Somehow that managed on the carom to get up over the barrier.
Yeah. I was looking down at Ron Copa, the first base umpire, and Jim Wolf, the second base umpire, did not see them signal. As we take a look, Brad Hop turns on this one.
Well, that took an incredible carom, didn't it?
Yep.
Oh, it rolled right up on the top of the padded barrier there, top of the scoreboard. But Hop ripping that double. So leadoff man on for the Padres. No one out. Chase Headley, the batter, hitting .264 from the left side and fouls it away. Now here's the case in point. We're talking about scoring early, taking advantage, situation hitting. You got a man at second, no one out. You got to get him over to third somehow. Now, ideally, get a base hit and score him. Put something in play that advances your teammate. Try to get that early lead. Strike 2. Headley leading the team in doubles 10 and bases on balls 27.
When you look at the Cardinals defensively, Descalso way off the line at third base. So it looks like Loesch is trying to pound Headley inside. This is going away here. But you're right, Dick. As a hitter, you want to get that runner over to third base. Do you cheat a little bit on something away and try to hook that ball to Pujols or to Schumacher? You get a fat pitch on the outside part of the plate. And there's plenty of real estate down that left field line that Chase can line something down that left field line.
Nothing wrong with one right back through the box either.
That would be nice as well. A ground ball to Rasmus would be key.
Count remains 1-2 with Cameron Maben on deck. Jorge Cantu with foul ball, and a lot of the fans are clamoring behind the dugout for him to toss it to them. Eric Patterson looks relaxed. One hopper, loved by Schumacher, and throws him out, and Hop had to hold at second because he didn't know whether or not that ball would carry all the way out to Schumacher. Didn't want to be doubled up. So Headley hits it hard. That's 3 straight Padres hit the ball hard. Ludwig all the way to the center field wall, a double by Hop, and a one hopper that Schumacher made a nice play.
And he hung him a changeup. Chase got some top hand on it, therefore a lot of top spin. And you're right, Dick. From Brad Hop's vantage point, that ball's hit on the line. You got to freeze. That ball could have been caught.
So 1 out to Cameron Maben. Maben starting his season with a roar in St. Louis, with the home run to win that opening day game. hitting the home run with 2 outs in the 9th to tie the game, and then the Padres won it in the 11th. 1-1. Over a bit low. The Padres were down 3-2 in the 9th with 2 outs, and Maben stepped up and cracked one to straightaway center field. One that Rasmus wouldn't catch. That one found grass over the wall and tied the game at 3, and the Padres won in the 11th 5-3.
Boy, the long legs of Maben, the extension on that swing. When he gets extended and hits it on the sweet spot, watch out.
2-1. Over, but just a little low. So 3-1 to Maben.
First base open, 1 out. You might see Loesch pull the string on one. Remember, his changeup is one of his favorite secondary pitches, and he throws that with confidence.
Misses the corner with a slider, and the Padres have 2 base runners here in the 2nd.
And according to Kyle Loesch and Tony La Russa, that's really not that bad.
Brings up Orlando Hudson. O-Dog hitting just .230 from the left side. .226 overall. Pop at second, and Maben ready to roll from first. Outfield gives him left center. He hits a lot of balls that way.
Yes,
I'm
he does.
surprised that they don't play him more straight up.
And something, since it's the first game of the series, as we take a look at the defense of the Redbirds, you always have to keep in your mind, the back of your mind, Yadier Molina, he will throw behind the runners. Albert will sneak behind at first base, try to pick you off, try to get that extra out without trying to throw to the hitter.
Inside again, 2-0. Well, they're playing him to pull to right because that's how they're pitching him, inside.
And I could be reaching here, but I just saw Albert Pujols kind of tug at his pant leg, his belt loop. Now, it could be totally, just adjusting the britches, but you got to be heads up.
Delayed call from Joyce, 2-1.
Fastball, I think that's a strike. Pretty good pitch.
Three and one. So Loesch, one of the better control pitchers in the National League, has walked Maben and now is behind 3-1 on Orlando Hudson. 30 pitches, that's a lot for him in 2 innings.
Yeah, not a good ratio for Kyle Loesch, who's known to be a strike thrower.
Ground ball to Pujols, goes to second for 1, back to first, not in time. Loesch covering at first base, and Hudson just beat the relay as Hop moves to third.
Well, righty on lefty. Let's check out the Carl's Jr. pitch track and see how Loesch went against Hudson. First, right out of the gate, going soft, and then trying to speed it up, going inside. But see the consistency, trying to pound him inside, trying to jam him, keep the ball in the infield. He ultimately threw him a changeup. Orlando way out in front of it, rolled it over, kept the ball in the infield. That was his main intention right there.
So first and third with 2 outs to Rob Johnson. His average down to 197. And the runners in scoring position statistic here at home continues to drone with disaster. Starting tonight, the last 6 games, they're 2 for 32 with runners in scoring position, after they were so red hot on the road. And that's an easy pop fly back of first. Second baseman Schumacher into foul territory. And a couple of more runners in scoring position stranded. No runs, a hit, 2 left after 2, no score. Four more with the Washington Nationals and against the Astros on Sunday, June 5. Special 3:35 time. Get to the park early. Get your own Padres ice cream helmet set for the first 8,000 kids 14 or younger. Kids can also run the bases after the game. Go to Padres.com, get your tickets, and save. And get that freezer ready for some ice cream.
Summer's on the way. Nothing better than some ice cream.
Mosley goes to work against Kyle Loesch. Loesch 3 for 24, takes a strike. I know that being with you on the road, that that one time we went all the way across town to one of those 31 flavors, and so you could get vanilla.
I got all of them, by the way. I got all flavors. But go ahead.
Well, you didn't get anything with nuts and chocolate and all that. Just vanilla. It's fine. Yeah. Ball outside, 1-2. What is your favorite flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
Fouled at the plate.
And if they had a promotion, let's say they had a promotion of, those helmets, and it was the size of my head, let's say, right? You can fit like 5 gallons of ice cream in that helmet. That'd be a great giveaway. Yeah.
Maybe you have your face in the bottom, so when you finally finish, there you are smiling.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Had a good time? Hubba hubba. Strikeout for Mosley, his second, as Loesch caught looking, and we go to the top of the Cardinal order, Ryan Theriot. Our Skycam shot is brought to you by Mossy Ford, Mossy Toyota. Visit us in Pacific Beach or online at mossy.com. Setting sun out to the west. Theriot grounded to second his first time. Jamocha almond fudge.
Is that your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Any toppings?
Oh, that's got everything in it. You don't need toppings.
So like no whipped cream or anything? Just to add a little spice?
Well, if you insist.
Almonds?
Yeah, if you insist.
I'm buying.
One ball, one strike. Another broken bat. Ground ball at shortstop. Bartlett fires across, a little low, but picked by Pop just off the dirt. A couple of ground outs off Theriot tonight. Looks like Mosley's got the ground ball pitch working. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 so far.
And he broke a bat on a curveball right there. That's music to my ears. Off the end of the bat, breaking Theriot's shillelagh. He's really cut down on those pitches. First inning, 21.
He's doubled that now with 2 outs in the third. Here's John Jay, singled up the middle his first time. Change up. Too high. 2-0 to Jay with Albert Pujols on deck.
You know, there was a good article on MLB.com, the Padre page, about Mosley throwing the changeup and working on the changeup. Corey Brock doing a nice job.
There's another base hit, just like the one in the first inning, right up the middle. 2 for 2 for John Jay, who has that luxury of batting in front of Pujols and Berkman and usually Matt Holliday. So 2 outs to Pujols.
Corey Brock and Mark Thompson say that, you know, Mosley talked to Trevor Hoffman in spring training, but Trevor actually threw like a palm ball. Dustin tried to throw it, but he just couldn't control it. So he's just trying to refine his circle changeup grip, because that can be a really an effective pitch for Dustin.
Pujols sent a long mortar shot to deep right center, captured by Maben just shy of the wall. He thought he'd hit it out. Now gone 104 at bats without a home run. That's most unusual for this piece of power. 1-1.
He can be pitched to. We talked about that in the pregame show. The key is not to get him extended. You know, you can go off the plate away, but the count's got to be in your favor, to where if he offers at it and he's protecting, you can get it off the end of the bat and break that bat and pound him inside.
Runner goes, and the checkpoint swing foul. Pujols not pleased with himself. Runner had that stolen. Jay, who stole second base in the first inning.
That's a break for Dustin Mosley.
Yes, it is. So Jay back to first base, and the count now 1-2. There's no reason why Jay wouldn't try to steal again.
Yeah.
Nope. In the dirt, 2-2. First 10 seasons with the Cardinals, 100 RBIs every year. Think he's going to be a Cardinal next year?
You know what? The stories I have heard is that Albert can be in a Cardinal if he wants to be a Cardinal. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens because of the other contracts out there. I mean, let's face it, Adrian Gonzalez, $150 million plus, correct? You know, you look at other free agents, first baseman, and then you look at the numbers, what he has done in his career.
And he's making only a measly $14.5 million a year.
All
now.
right, he deserves a raise.
Another drive to right center. Maben has a beat on it.
Not tonight.
No runs, a hit, a Cardinal left. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. Honda dealers of San Diego County. Stop by and test drive the all-new redesigned 2012 Civic. And check out the latest offers on the full lineup of Hondas. Beautiful night for baseball this Monday in San Diego. Cardinals here again tomorrow night and Wednesday afternoon to complete the homestand. Kyle Loesch goes to work. It's Mosley, DeNorfia, and Bartlett here in the third. No score. Mosley 3 for 13. The only Padre hitter with 3 base hits, or pitcher with 3 base hits. Loesch working quickly. Bunted foul.
I like that when a pitcher tries to drag bunt like that. Then, playing back a little bit at third base, take your chances. Just keep those fingers out of the way. You don't want to get that fastball right on the knuckles.
Shot by the mound, no. Able to be cut off by Loesch, and he'll just take it right to the sack himself for the putout. 1-U. And to the top of the order, DeNorfia. DeNorfia grounded to short. Opened the first inning, and with Will Venable going down to Tucson, that announced today, it figures that DeNorfia is going to get a lot more duty, an everyday player against both right and left-handed pitching, and one presumes that Ducote, young Blake Ducote, who will be 24 tomorrow, will get some spot duty. Another ground ball to short. Glove by Terrio, and he throws him out. So twice Terrio taking care of DeNorfia's grounders. 2 quick outs here in the third, and Jason Bartlett comes up.
And we're not telling anybody anything new when you talk about professional sport. It's a performance business, right? I mean, it's obvious, right? And when you're not performing, it's time to go down and work on some things, and Buddy would be the first one to say that. Hey, it happens to the majority of the guys that come up to the big leagues. Not too many guys come up for the first time and stay for the rest of their careers.
And it happens to young, and it happens to the old. Arizona cut Russell Branyan, released him.
Yeah.
1 strike. Jason Bartlett, he sent a comebacker to Loesch, his first at bat, and easy ground ball to second. Loesch mowing him down. He too throwing a lot of ground ball outs. 1, 2, 3, the Padres story, and we've completed 3 at Petco. Cardinals nothing and the Padres nothing. The last National League player who hit 400, of course, was Bill Terry with the New York Giants, 1930. Before Terry, who was the last National Leaguer to hit 400? The answer, bottom half of the inning, and of course, on the American League side, the last to hit 400 was Ted Williams in 1941.
There's a homemade sign, and I love that. His first Padre game. We're in the old, that's the old UPS uni.
Lance Berkman starts the fourth for St. Louis. He walked the first time. Lance is leading the National League in slugging percentage. How about 662? Good downer there from Mosley.
I think Lance Berkman is healthy. You know, he's 35 years old, but still those bones are healed. And when the bottom half is healed, the knees, the quads, the thighs, you know, the bottom half is such an important part of the swing.
Just off the inside edge, 2-1. Over 1,000 runs batted in with the Houston Astros. Broken bat, another one. Hudson tosses to Hop. One away. Well, both pitchers are sawing the lumber tonight.
Yeah. Price of wood is skyrocketing.
Brings up Colby Rasmus. He took a third strike in the first inning.
You know the amazing thing about this Cardinal team? If you were to tell me Albert hasn't hit a home run in 104 at-bats, Chris Carpenter's got 1 win, Adam Wainwright is hurt, Ryan Franklin has 1 save, he lost his job. Would you believe that the Cardinals are in first place and 2.5 games up?
28-20. Yeah, they're just so much talent in the organization.
I mean, Chris Carpenter, 1 win.
1 strike to Rasmus, and he fouls it into the glove of Johnson. 0-2. That was the changeup. And he talked to Trevor Hoffman, Mosley, about the changeup, but Trevor threw his much differently than Dustin throws his off-speed pitch. 1-2.
Yeah, that's a good call, Dick. Trevor, essentially a palm ball.
Just shoves it in, almost like you'd grab an apple and throw it up there. Just a thumb and all 4 fingers around the ball.
I remember Trevor telling me on the baseball, the Rawlings logo, he said he pinched the R with his thumb. There's the R. He would pinch it. And if you look at shots of Trevor over the years, his changeup, there's one right there, it looks like.
Just missed.
If you saw still shots of Trevor, that would be the action of the ball. A circle changeup is more like this.
And that's what Mosley throws.
Correct. And you grip it and just throw it like your fastball. And because it's back in your hand, it takes off velocity.
Rasmus, boy, he does have quite an eye. He did not offer at some pitches right around the plate and earns a walk. Second given up by Mosley. Brings up Molina, popped the second. Back in the second.
I want to thank Mike Trussell for going to our cabinet and getting this onion out of the cabinet. That's about the only thing he's done right all year.
That's the last time he's going to see it. That goes back to the Alpine treasure chest. So 1 out, no score here in the fourth, and Rasmus at first. He has 3 steals. Ground ball to second, could be 2. Hudson, Bartlett, Hop, double play. Quick inning. Dustin Mosley, as the Cardinals are gone in the fourth. Coming up for the Padres, it'll be Ludwig, Hop, and Headley. San Diego Chicken has made his appearance. He's trying to rev things up here. Where were you on the weekend? Whoever designed that face is just too beautiful. Ludwig sails that one off to the right, down by the bullpen and out of play. Home run taken away from Ryan Ludwig by his ex-teammate Colby Rasmus in center field, who leaped above the center field fence to take it back into the ball yard and deny Ludwig his 9th home run of the year, trying to extend his hitting streak to 11 straight games. 1-1. Slider just off the plate. Brad Hopp on deck. He has the Padres' only hit, a double. There's the changeup.
The chicken never gets old. I'm sorry. I'm a fan.
Inside, 2-2.
That is free range chicken. That is not boneless chicken. Above the Padre dugout. Try to rally the troops here at Petco tonight.
Little broken bat fly ball to the shortstop, and Terrio there for the catch. That gives us time now for our answer to the AT&T Wireless trivia question. The question was, the last National League player to hit 400 was Bill Terry in 1930. Before Terry, who was the last National Leaguer to hit 400? And the answer, Rogers Hornsby, arguably the greatest right-handed hitter in the history of this game. He hit 403 in 1925 with the Cardinals. Hornsby's career batting average, career in 23 seasons, was .358.
Oh, that's some serious hitting right there.
Hit 400 3 times in his career. Hopp doubled into the right field corner first time up, and this one is rolled to Pujols. The flip to Loesch, and 2 quick outs here in the Padre 4th. Here's a look at Hornsby, the Raja. Managed in the big leagues. Somewhat irascible, they say, at times.
Hey, that's Wrigley Field right there.
Yeah, old Wrigley. Goodness.
Look at the building across the street. And you know what I love about the old days? How they left their gloves out on the field at their position. But also, did you notice the bats were on the field right outside the dugout?
Photographers were on the field behind first base or third base.
Washed your unis like once a week. How'd that clubhouse smell?
I miss the clutter of the good old days.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Look at that. 401 and 22, 424, 1924. That's a nice time. Match the year. So the last 2 men to hit 400 in the National League, Hornsby and Terry. And Williams, the last major leaguer with the Red Sox. That one's in there. 3-2.
And talking to our good friend, Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn, in 1994, when the season was shortened, he was almost certain. He was so locked in, he said, yeah, I was going to hit 400. It's a shame we'll never know.
I think if he had played at Petco, he would have hit 400. He salivates every time he looks at this park. Line drive, center field, base hit by Headley. That would have come in handy the last time up with Hopp on second base, but Headley's low line drive skidded out to the second baseman Schumacher, and Hopp was unable to move over to third. Here's Cameron Maben. He walked the first time. Headley a threat to steal. He has 5.
A lot of smiles here at Petco tonight. Good to see the Friar faithful wearing the retro jerseys and the current day apparel.
Lots of Cardinal fans as well when you look to the third base side. Lots of spots of red in the crowd. They'll be back tomorrow night. Aaron Harang against Kyle McClellan at 6:30. Our pregame show here on Channel 4, the Honda Dealers pregame show. How about McClellan? Pitching in relief all of his career. And then with the injury to Wainwright, they moved him into the rotation. All he's done is win 6 and lose 1.
Some guys get all the love, huh? He's pitching well.
Getting a lot of run support, too.
Yep.
1-0 to Maben.
Dick, remember earlier we mentioned that Will Venable being optioned to AAA Tucson, and it happens to a lot of guys. Edinson Volquez, right-handed starter for the Reds. He was sent down to AAA.
Strike, 1-1. Barry Enright, who was a top pitcher late in the season last year for Arizona, he's been sent back down.
Pinpoint control on the fastball at 88.
So Loesch ahead on the count, 1-2.
And that's the other thing about Loesch. Adding and subtracting that fastball, 87 to 92. Creating a little bit of movement at 87, 88.
You can hear the cackling of the San Diego chicken. Catley with his lead, 1-2 the count. Struck him out. Chased. And for Loesch, that's his first strikeout. So through 4 innings, no runs, 2 hits for the Cardinals, no runs, 2 hits for the Padres.
Mid-game recap from San Diego brought to you by Murray Lampert Construction. Room additions, second stories, even kitchen remodeling on time and on budget. The proof is in their references. Visit murraylampert.com. Mr. Enberg.
All right, Mr. Grant, here we go. Top of the 5th inning, bottom 3 in the order for Tony La Russa's Cardinals. Schumacher, Descalzo, and the pitcher Loesch. Schumacher grounded to second his first time. Two strikes the count. Totals identical. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left for both sides. The automatic slider or curveball in the dirt with a count 0-2.
Pitch count for Mosley at 64, and he has bounced back quite nicely after throwing 21 in the first inning. You know, the last 3 starts averaging 92 pitches. But the upshoot to that, Dick, is this. 5 innings, 4 innings, 5 1/3, averaging 92. That's not good economy with the pitch count.
Now 2-2. Weekly tap by the mound. Headley barehand and throw and gets him. Great play by Headley at third. And Mosley, in going for the ball, fell awkwardly, but he's okay.
And Dustin Mosley is quite the athlete out there on the mound. I thought he had a good chance of gloving this ball, but Headley, with his momentum going towards first base, you see the change up. Does he get a piece of it? Nope. Headley barehand on the run. Strike to hop. Chase has come a long way on that play. He plays that quite nicely.
All the while, the distraction of his pitcher sliding out in front of him, too. So 1 out. Brings up Daniel Descalzo. He tapped back to the mound. His only at bat. Foul. Curveball. Caught either the umpire or catcher Johnson on the equipment. Hit to right field, down into the corner. Denorfia chasing. The ball lands just fair. Quick throw in by Denorfia, and holding at second with a double is Descalzo. He almost dumped that one into the Petco porch.
Looked like it was an off-speed pitch as well, speeding up the bat of Descalzo. Let's take a look. Mosley, looks like a high changeup. Catches it out in front. Sounded like it was off the end of the bat, and how close? Just fair, maybe by about 1.5 feet by the tailor-made driver.
So a 1-out double, Descalzo, and Loesch struck out his first time. Doesn't have an RBI this year, nor does he in his career. Well, in his career he does. And he bounces this one to third. The runner advances, and the throw by Headley for the out. So to third goes Descalzo, and that'll give Terrio a chance for the Cardinals to pick up the first run of the game.
Terrio pulling the veteran move, adjusting the batting gloves, waiting for Loesch to get back into that dugout and put the jacket on. Just giving him a little bit of extra time before he has to go back out there.
So just as the totals going into this inning were the same, both pitchers have thrown 8 ground ball outs tonight. Ball 1 to Terrio. He's grounded to second and to short. Another curveball, 2-0. On deck, John Jay, who's 2 for 2. Both singles up the middle. Check swing, strike. Foul tip. Terrio's the 5th shortstop in the last 5 years. 5 different shortstops for the Cardinals to start the season. Eckstein, is Torres, Khalil Green, Brendan Ryan last year. Strike 2.
Yeah, that's usually a shortstop that you want to have some continuity for a long time, you know.
So 2-2 with a man at third, 2 outs. Ground ball. Mosley with a terrific stop, saved a run. That was headed for center field. There's the fielding acumen of Dustin Mosley. He used a little bit of his body as well. Played a little hockey goalie on that comebacker. And able to throw out Terrio. Halfway mark in this one. No score.
home run inning presented by Harrah's Rincon Casino. Stay tuned, folks, because you know what? You could win $20,000 if a grand slam has hit this inning. Enter at 4sd.com. 20 grand, 20 large, 20K. Somebody's going to come to your house with a suitcase full of money.
Ooh.
If a grand slam has hit this inning.
Hudson leads it off. 1-1. Then Rob Johnson and the pitcher Mosley in the bottom of the fifth inning. A fast-paced pitcher's duel. Dustin Mosley of the Padres and Kyle Loesch of the Cardinals. That ball hit high in the air to right field. Chases John Jay back, and he makes the catch going away. All the way to the warning path. Another long ball that stays in the yard.
I think John Jay may have heard Colby Rasmus hoof steps as he's going towards the gap. Flash look to see where Rasmus was, and then he cradles it for the out.
He had to put it in a little higher gear there. He almost didn't go after it vigorously enough.
Now, before the game was started, Berkman and Jay were swapped. Berkman originally, the original lineup was he being in right field and John Jay in left. John Jay down right is a better outfielder than Lance Berkman and a better arm.
Berkman may not have gotten that
right.
A good move by La Russa. The starting lineup originally had them in the opposite corner. Denorfia lines it right at Jay. Or Johnson, rather, right at Jay.
That can be confusing. Johnson, Jay Johnson.
Jay Johnstone,
right,
yeah.
Played with Cubs, Dodgers.
Oh, the Angels.
Angels, yeah.
Wacko. Well, here's the pitcher, Dustin Mosley. Grounded to the pitcher, Loesch, unassisted. Takes low, ball one. 61 pitches for Loesch. 5 innings, so he's actually under his average. Just a little over 12 per inning. 1-1. Painting the corner, 1-2. Boy, he really is working quickly. Line drive down the right field line. Just foul. Just by a couple of feet foul. Well, the Dodgers led 3-1 going into the 8th inning in Houston. The Houston Astros rally and beat the Dodgers in the 9th inning 4-3. That's the only other National League Western team playing tonight. The leaders, the Giants and Colorado Idol. Colorado down to 23-22. 2-2 now to Mosley. And how about Arizona? 6 wins in a row for the D-backs. They're playing 500 ball. They're only a half game out of second place. Only 4 games out of first. On the corner again, second strikeout for Kyle Loesch. So the 2 starters mowing them down. 5 innings in the books, still no score.
Park. It's going to be Sample Downtown Friday, June 3rd, when your Padres take on the Houston Astros. First pitch, 7:05. Come sample some of San Diego's finest restaurants. Visit Padres.com/Sample Downtown for more details.
You know, we have so many terrific restaurants in the Gas Lamp and downtown area, and Little Italy. I presume
correct.
They'll be there too.
Love that area.
Now this is one of those Friday nights that I wish we didn't have to work, that we'd be able to go and just enjoy that, come in, be a fan afterwards.
Why can't we do the game from out there and just full feedback and do the game?
Well, it'll be a little tough to see from out there, but
I'll tell you what we'll do. We will get some of our good friends, have Tom Garfinkel go fix us a couple platters and have him bring it up here and sample it up in the booth.
That'd be nice. You know, because there really are the great varieties of ethnic food. And we're so blessed in our city to have so many outstanding restaurants.
Great downtown, great Gas Lamp, all in walking distance.
You ever been to my friend Bertrand's?
Absolutely.
How great is that place?
Love the view.
The view of the whole world up there. Bertrand did take care of us. I know that. Top of the 6th, John Jay, Albert Pujols, and Lance Berkman. Jay is grounded 2 sharp singles to center field right past the mound tonight. 2 of the 3 hits for the Cardinals. Smothers another curveball.
Dustin's really got a good feel tonight for that curveball. That number 2 is working extremely well for him. The change of all of his pitches. That was the 76th pitch for Dustin.
Backs him off. 90 on the fastball, 1-2.
And we've talked about this sequence of pitches before, Dick. The pitcher 0-2, and it wasn't in the dirt. Right, he backed him up, right?
That's it. Yeah,
so
why not waste it in there?
And the beauty, you can double up. You can go inside with a 2-seamer. You can go soft away. You can go hard away. It just opens a lot of opportunities. Hard in again.
And he gets him. Well called. That's exactly the
Love
routine.
that. Love that.
That's the 3rd strikeout for Dustin Mosley. You know, Pujols has just about everything, but since April 24th, he doesn't have what Matt Latos has. And these other pitchers, Enright, Wood, and Hamill, that's kind of pouring it on, isn't it? Yeah. This comparison brought to you by San Diego Toyota dealers. We've got what it takes. So those 4 National League pitchers, all with home runs, and Pujols since late April without a home run. And that string has now gone 105 straight at bats without a dinger. Chase is there. There's a slugger for the Padres, Latos. We'll see him in action Wednesday afternoon against Chris Carpenter. Finale of the homestand. Inside. Oh, that fooled him.
This is a slider on the inside part of the plate. Rob Johnson, glove kind of gets taken out of the zone there because of the tilt of that pitch. He did his best to try to frame it.
Uh-oh, that one is hit well to left field. Ludwig giving ground to the wall, and Pujols has homered. Well, that'll teach us. Number 8 for King Albert. Just did find the first row, and the Cardinals have a 1-0 lead. We were only kidding about Latos, Albert.
And you know what? That pitch down and in. Albert may have been looking down and in. It was a 1-2 pitch. Dustin Mosley tries to put him away with the slider on the inside part of the plate. Didn't get the call.
Boy, what's amazing, you saw Pujols posing after he hit that one like there was no doubt. That barely got in there. Sharp ground ball single by Berkman into right field. Colby Rasmus comes up.
You know, that at bat, when you look at the sequence of pitches, it was slider away, cutter away, tried to go slider in, fastball in. You know, sometimes even the great hitters, they guess location, they guess pitch. I'm not saying that was the case for Albert there, but he turned on that inside fastball pretty darn good.
He didn't hit that ball as well as the one he hit in the first inning.
Here it is again. He got the bat head out of the hand. Looks like he kind of guessed inside, starting that swing inside, and connected on it very well.
Swing and a miss by Rasmus, who has struck out and walked tonight. Berkman at first base. Steady dive to pitches inside to Rasmus. Yeah, you can only hold down the big hitters so long, and such a long home run drought for Pujols. 105 straight at bats without a home run until tonight. One and two. So works him inside for 2 strikes, wastes a fastball outside, setting him up for something here. Maybe right back inside.
And well, that's a good call, but one thing Dustin hasn't done tonight and fall into a pattern. Let's see if he goes soft away here. You know, because hitters watch on deck, they watch in the dugout how they pitch certain hitters, righties, lefties alike. He might go something soft away here. The changeup would be an excellent pitch here.
In the dirt. Curveball. They measured Pujols' home run at 359 feet. It's 357, so just over the wall. His out in the first inning was 390 feet. Chad Qualls first up in the bullpen tonight. Mosley with 87 pitches. 2-2. Oh, Rasmus, he really does look over close pitches.
He's got a good eye. I mean, he had him 0-2. Now the count is full.
See if they send the runner Berkman, even though he's not as speedy of foot. Got to stay out of the double play.
And they're thinking right along with you, Dick, throwing over to first base.
He doesn't go. Boy, there's a shattered bat. Shortstop. One. Back to first. Double play. Bartlett to Hudson to Hop on the shattered bat. And that's it for St. Louis in the 6th inning. But Albert Pujols, with his first home run in more than a month, has given the Cardinals a 1-0 lead. For the price of one in the right field upper reserve section. That's every Tuesday night. 2-for-1 Tuesdays presented by Coca-Cola. 2 tickets normally are priced at $13.50 each for just $6.75 a ticket. Tomorrow Get your tickets online at Padres.com/2-for-1. See this top hitting team in the National League, the St. Louis Cardinals, against the Padres. 1-0 St. Louis, and Denorfia leads off here in the 6th inning. He's grounded twice to the shortstop Terrio.
Okay, third time around for these guys. Let's see if they can make an adjustment against Loesch.
Boy, he is hitting that outside corner at the knees just consistently.
Yes, he is.
Didn't go, or did he? No. Check to swing. 2-2. Slider just held back.
So he still has Denorfia thinking outside with the slider. Does he go? I think he went. I think Chris Denorfia just caught a break.
Yeah, I thought he went as well. 2-2. Smothered foul.
So consistently away for Loesch. Fastballs away, sliders away.
Here he is in the 6th inning. Loesch, 10th start. He's gone 6 innings or more every outing.
Slider.
That one flying down toward the bullpen and out of play. Cardinal fan gets a souvenir as Jay couldn't quite get there. Padres run starved. Out of play again. This homestand began Milwaukee with a 5-2 win. The one Padre victory in the stand was a 1-0 win. And they're beaten 4-1. That run was unearned. 4-0 and 6-1 by Seattle. So 4 runs in the 5.5 games. That ball lined to left, but right at Berkman. Now he goes back. It's over his head. Misplayed it. Denorfia to second. And the Padres have the leadoff man in scoring position. Berkman hesitated, and then that ball just sailed right over his head for a double.
Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to find out and figure out that Loesch wanted to consistently keep the ball away from Denorfia. That pitch there, tried to sneak it inside. Denorfia likes to spin on it, and that ball right over the head of Berkman. That's a break. He got 2 breaks. That swinger, right? We got called. No swing.
Right, he could have been out.
And then he turned on that fastball nicely. That's good hitting by Chris.
Bartlett out on a couple of ground balls. We'll see if he tries to punch one to the right side. Yeah, he's trying to go that way with first baseman Pujols edging in on the grass. Third baseman Descalzo bag high right at the cut of the grass. And he's still looking for Bartlett to bunt. Tying run, no one out at second base here in the 6th. There it is, a line drive right to the right. He throws it away, but Denorfia was kind of resting his chin on the pillow. Not that he could have advanced, but Berkman quickly there to back it up. Now the Padres, on top of everything else, hitting in tough luck. That was sharply struck by Bartlett, but right to Pujols.
Boy, 2 times this evening that the Padres have had a runner on second base. They have scalded the ball to the right side. The first time was Headley to skip Schumacher, the one hopper, and now this line drive to Albert. My goodness, you're right, Dick. Hitting into some bad luck, and Denorfia, you know, the ball's even thrown hard enough to where he can't advance. Berkman backing up in left field.
So 1 out to Ludwig. Robbed of a home run back in the 1st inning when Colby Rasmus went over the top of the wall in center field to take it back into the ballpark, and he popped it short. Be a good time to extend that hitting streak. A slider hits the outside corner. Dandy time to extend that hitting streak to 11 straight games. Almost unbuttoned his shirt there with that pitch. That has a purpose. You know, the way he's pinpointing that outside corner.
No question.
High right down the left field line into the corner goes Berkman, and he can't get there. Just into that first row as the seats run out toward the foul line in left field. Well, our leaderboard tonight brought to you by Los Primos, home of the Monster Burrito. Get your $5 meal deal for a limited time only. Lowest opponent's batting average allowed this season. Josh Johnson out of St. Louis, but of the Florida Marlins, a 185 mark. And Loesch is second at 202 batting average against. Then Lincecum, Chacin, and Hansen. So Loesch is having a banner year. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And you look up out there in that scoreboard, 3 hits, 5+ innings, fewer hits in innings pitched on the year for Loesch.
Way outside, trying to get Ludwig to chase.
So that's a guy that's working out of the windup quite a bit and a few times out of the stretch. That's when pitching's fun.
Brad Hupp on deck, 2-2 the count. 1 away, Denorfia at second, carrying the tying run. Off the fist, that'll fly down into the seats.
You know, we know that Ryan Ludwig likes the ball in and down, right? But Loesch, a couple times tonight, has pitched in. He gets the hands through nicely. We've seen that from Ryan Ludwig. But remember, in the 4th inning, he really got sawed off on the pitch inside, and that little looper to shortstop. So the point is, even though Ryan likes the ball in, Loesch is not afraid to go in there, but get it in there just a little bit more. He knows that he can't get hurt if it's way inside off the plate.
He's set up now for that slider away, isn't he? 2-2 the count. Struck him out. Slider.
Yep.
3rd strikeout for Loesch. So 2 away, and Denorfia still at second, and here's Brad Hupp.
He set him up quite nicely, and you called it, Dick. Slider, it was a hanger, but it was away. He may have had Ryan conscious of that ball on the inside part of the plate. Even though he was hung up in the zone, he got away with it.
So Hupp, who doubled to lead off the 2nd inning, digs in with 2 gone here in the 6th. He grounded to first his last at bat. Pickoff move, no throw by Loesch. Terrio ducking in behind the runner. Rasmus, he plays a shallow center field, doesn't he? Now he's backing up a couple of steps.
Yeah, they want to take away that little dunker, possibly.
Hit to left field. Ludwig or Berkman there, easy out. So a leadoff double by Denorfia, and he's left at second base. We've completed 6 here at Petco with a score: the Cardinals 1 and the Padres 0. Baseball brought to you by Permadontics, Southern California's premier dental implant center. By your San Diego County Cadillac dealer, visit them today for an attractive lease and purchase offers. And by Cox Digital Telephone, saving so good, you'll want to tell everyone. 6 innings complete, and on Albert Pujols' solo home run in the 6th inning, St. Louis has a 1-0 lead. San Diego has wasted a couple of leadoff doubles tonight, unable to get Hop around in the 2nd, nor Denorfia here in the 6th inning. So the home cooking continues to be sparse. The Padres now have gone 34 innings and scored 1 earned run. Mosley pitching a beauty, but down 1-0 as we look at Yadier Molina, and he grounds one sharply to Hop. Good glove, and he'll take it to the bag for the out. Hop hanging with that one. So Molina 0 for 3 tonight. Skip Schumacher grounded to 2nd and to 3rd. Then Descalzo to follow.
It's amazing as a pitcher, you know, one pitch, you throw 90 pitches, you throw 100 pitches. It could be one pitch out of those 100 that could be the difference. He wanted that call on that curveball.
Foul back. Tomorrow night, Aaron Harang 5-2. Kyle McClellan goes for St. Louis 6-1. Then on Wednesday afternoon, 3:30 game, Latos and Chris Carpenter. That's in there. That curveball. Mosley, the way he's pitched this year, foul for lack of support. Reached out and pecked down the left field line. Tough play for Ludwig, and it'll land in foul territory. In his starts 4 times, the Padres have been shut out when he starts a game. And here they are, blank through 6 again tonight.
And the only thing he can do is just continue to grab that ball every 5th day and try to throw up zeros.
Schumacher, a collegian here in California, UC Santa Barbara, and then he transferred to Loyola Marymount in Los Angeles. Line foul. Good catch. He brought his glove and paid off.
Nice.
Lefty. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, able to check. 16,513 tonight here at Petco. Johnson ready to fire down to 3rd base. Thought he might get strike 3.
Moving his feet a little bit. Now he's worked the count full.
Well, he had Schumacher down on the count and loses him. 3rd walk. Coming up, the Hyundai 7th inning stretch. Stretch your dollars at your San Diego Hyundai dealers. Get more MPG, more value, and double the warranty. Shop online at SanDiegoHyundaiDealers.com. Descalzo, a double in 2 trips. Doubled into the right field corner, just barely fair the last time up. Outside. Next pitch will be the century mark for Mosley tonight.
You see Buddy and Darren talking just about what you were talking about, probably, Dick, the pitch count, and Chad Qualls is hot and ready to go.
Fly ball left field, right at Ludwig. A couple of steps toward the line for the 2nd out. Brings up the pitcher Loesch. He struck out and grounded to 3rd.
And being the bottom of the order, you know, they've got both lineups posted out there on the big screen. Cardinals, Padres, and manager Buddy Black looking at the lineup. Say, hey, you know what? He's throwing well, even though it's 100 pitches. Let him finish out this inning.
Pitcher spot isn't due up. 5 away. Padres in the bottom of the inning have Headley, Maben, and Hudson. Strike. Luke Gregerson has joined Chad Qualls. Right. Yeah, he's giving him a taste of his own medicine, pinpointing that fastball.
Well, he's pitched his little heart out tonight, that's for sure.
Tried to get him to go after a cutter outside.
And you know, when a guy's up around 103 pitches, I look at, I don't like to look at pitch count so much. I like to look at how the hitters are reacting and where the location of the pitches are. He's still missing down.
Ground ball reaching. Hudson will throw him out. And the inning's over. So 7 solid innings for Dustin Mosley. 7 innings, allowing only 5 hits. The one big one, Pujols home run, number 8. Tune. They're going to be around for the Sequan Casino postgame show from their Channel 4 studio. Sequan Casino, getaway for the day at Sequan Casino. Well, they've all stood in unison and offered their best of the baseball anthem. Take me out to the ball game. We're ready to go. Bottom of the 7th inning.
How about getting some runs for Dustin Mosley? He is still the pitcher of record here. Score about 2 or 3. Get credit for the W.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Headley, Maben, and Hudson will try to do it. Headley a single to center and a hard ground ball to second. Takes a strike. 3 hits by the Padres. A leadoff double by Hopp in the second. 2-out single by Headley, and this one is fly down the left field side. Berkman over to the line, and it'll be out of play. And the leadoff double Denorfia in the 6th inning. That went to waste.
Hey, Dick, you want to play manager for a little bit? You know what's great about baseball? Different discussions, right?
Oh, right.
Everybody's got an opinion.
I mean, whether you're winning or losing, everyone figures they can help the manager out.
But you know, though, I know we've talked about it before, but, you know, Chase Headley, the type of hitter that he is, what do you think about Chase batting leadoff?
Let me think about that.
I mean, he takes a lot of pitches. He gets on base.
He walks more than any Padre.
Right.
Line drive hitter.
Yeah, and I'm sure the left-hander, I mean, you know what, we talk to Buddy all the time, and he has never left a stone unturned. I mean, thinking of every scenario. But when you think away Headley, his approach at the plate, you know, maybe Denor, you move him down, he's in a power slot like maybe 4th or 5th. You know, Ludwig, you got 3rd.
Fouled away.
Yeah, no, just a thought.
I think it's a good thought. I mean, Padres hope he would hit with more power. He isn't. Right. He's got 1 home run, but he does, hit line drive base hits. He's a singles doubles hitter and walks. Yeah, that seems, and he's a good, not fast, but a good base runner. He steals bases.
That might be the only thing. He's not the quickest of.
Line drive over Pujols' head into the corner. Going to dig it out is John Jay, and Headley's on his way to second. And the Padres have another leadoff double, the 3rd time tonight. The first man in an inning has hit a 2-base hit.
And for once, a ball hit hard that does not find the glove of a St. Louis Cardinal.
I thought he was going to snare it.
Absolutely. Fastball in, Chase Albert just out of his reach. Let's watch the big horse run. It's in the corner, rounds the bag, pick up the coach. There you go.
Just in case Jay had trouble playing the ball down in that corner, he was ready to scoot on to 3rd. So here it is again. Leadoff man in scoring position. Tying run. Maben the batter. He's walked and struck out. Infield looking for the sacrifice. Maben is going to accommodate. He squares and takes.
How about Cameron Maben with the kickstart leg, front leg going into the bunt? Remember he did the other night? He laid that bunt down perfectly.
Well, he's laid down some beauties up that 3rd baseline, even though they're looking for the sacrifice. The 3rd baseman, Descalso, has to play it honest there. He wants to go back and cover the bag. So if it's placed well with Maben's speed, he can beat it out too. Well, he misses that one. Checks with Glenn Hoffman down at 3rd to see if the bunt is still on.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy with the kickstart going into the bunt. It doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish, right? It's the finished product.
Boy, that left side of the infield is wide open. There it is, a beautiful bunt. Loesch is going to play it, has trouble, and he's safe. Exactly what we talked about. With Maben's speed, and he's a good bunter, put it in a perfect spot. And Loesch fighting his own teammate, Pujols, in fielding the ball. And Maben has a base hit.
Dead and perfectly up in front of the box. Molina, Loesch. Little collision there. Beats it out just in time. Padres got a little rally going here with nobody out. Runners at the corners.
Yeah, it was Molina, the catcher, that came out trying to help out, and may have thrown Loesch off balance enough so that he couldn't make an accurate throw. Maben probably beating it out anyway. So 1st and 3rd on base hits. Double Headley, bunt single Maben. No one out. Tying run 90 feet away for Orlando Hudson. Fielder's choice and a long out to right. Infield plays back, give up a run for a double play chance, and a swing and a miss. Changeup. Well, this is the Padres' best opportunity of the night. No one out, 1st and 3rd. 1-0 St. Louis, last of the 7th. Inside. Cardinal bullpen is quiet. Loesch has thrown 95 pitches. Rob Johnson on deck. Line foul.
Loesch has got, from a pitcher standpoint, you have to think punch out here, because even if Orlando hits one on the ground to second or short, double play, the run will score. Loesch wants to keep it at 0. So Dave Duncan up on the top step rooting for his pitcher, and Orlando Hudson trying to beat him with a base hit.
A ball, 2 strikes.
Here comes a changeup in my in my opinion. He got him with a soft changeup earlier in the sequence. He might go back to the change. It's been a nice pitch for Loesch tonight as well.
Hudson's got to be up there thinking contact. Get it in play. Skips that one in, 2-2. That was the changeup.
Peek inside the glove. Oh yeah, see the changeup grip, the circle change grip, the two middle fingers on the top of the baseball, and a nice block by Molina. Now he's got him set up, that two-seamer on the inside part of the plate.
Headley down the line from third, carrying the tying run. Maben at first, no one out.
Fastball.
Oh wow! How do you take that pitch? 3-2.
There goes the fastball. Oh, according to Carl's Jr. pitch track, upper left-hand corner. All right. What do you think there, Kyle?
3 balls, 2 strikes. You send Maben here on 3-2. Stay out of the double play.
You know, it's not a bad idea. I mean, Loesch might go with a long set here and throw over to Maben, see if he gets a little froggy off first base.
But the problem with that is you get a strikeout double play and you still got a man at third base with 2 outs. Here we go. A big pitch tonight. 1-0 St. Louis.
Change up.
Full count. Ground ball to Pujols. He's going to come to the plate, and Headley had to pull up in between third and home. Now he's on a run down, and that will advance the runner over to third. So they come out with it about the same as they started, first and third. Now 1 out. Safe on the fielder's choice. Hudson. The put out on Headley goes 3-2, 5-3.
Well, essentially, when all is said and done, it's almost like just Orlando Hudson strikes out, but he is on first base because, like you said, Dick, everything is back to square one.
Pujols started the play and finished the play.
Ooh, Orlando, don't get hurt. My goodness. Wow. Slipping on the first base bag.
Jorge Cantu will bat for Rob Johnson. The completeness of Pujols' game, you know, not only a dreaded hitter, but he just plays first base magically. I mean, he made that play to the plate look easy. Headley had no chance, even on contact, to make it. Maben comes around to third. And Cantu trying to stay out of the double play. Now they turn 2 and can get out of the inning. Ball 1. Maben with great speed at third. Cantu fouls it back.
He got a pitch, he got a hanger, and Jorge Cantu knows that he missed this one. Look at this hanging breaking ball. Hanging slider right down the middle. That could have been a game changer right there.
1-1. Off the head of the bat, and Loesch in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slider. Inning started with Headley's double. Bunt single by Maben. Hudson safe on the fielder's choice with Headley out on a rundown between third and home as Maben moved around to third. 1 out, and Loesch in front on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cantu 2 for 8 lifetime off of Loesch, if you're wondering.
Time as Loesch, long time in that set position, and Cantu asked for time.
I think if he chooses to throw inside to Cantu, he's got to waste it off the plate. You can't leave anything on the inner half, something for Jorge to turn on. Looks like a fastball grip.
Fly ball right field, sends Jay back, and he makes the catch. Maven tags, and the Padres have tied it on Cantu's sacrifice fly.
Well, a good at-bat by Jorge Cantu. We're going to check out the Carl's Jr. pitch track in the sequence. Loesch knows that Jorge Cantu can put one out of the ballpark. He had one good pitch to rip at. But breaking ball, nothing but breaking balls. He elevates that one because it was the outer half, about belt buckle high, getting that run home, and we are knotted up at 1.
1 run, a big run. The way things have developed of late. Padres back even here in the 7th. Ab Hudson at first base. He's 10 for 10 stealing, remember. Kyle Phillips, the pinch hitter for Dustin Mosley. And we'll have a new pitcher. Mosley's off the hook. And still alive in the 7th. If they can get another run, chance to win one. Mike Adams now throwing in the bullpen.
Well, he deserves a win, doesn't he, with the way he's pitched?
Now Hudson, since coming back from the DL, we haven't seen him try to steal. He was 10 for 10 prior to the hamstring injury. '87 on the corner.
You know, Orlando hit the dirt pretty hard when he rounded first base. I think he's wearing those rubber cleats. He's not wearing the steel nails tonight. And when you have those rubber cleats like that, you slip on the bag. See the rubber? And this is, you know, rubber on rubber. Whoop, look out.
That'll pull the hamstring. 1 strike to Kyle Phillips. In the dirt, 1-1, a changeup. Loesch now at 105 on the pitch count. Still no one throwing in the St. Louis bullpen. Another changeup. Well, half of his pitches seem to be changeups.
Yep. That's his main off-speed pitch. He likes to throw. He's thrown a lot of them tonight.
And another one, and Phillips goes down swinging. 4 strikeouts for Loesch. Padres finally get a run on a couple of hits and leave one. It's tied at 1 as we go to the 8th.
Padres want to help you save. So when you buy your Padre tickets online at Padres.com, you can now save $5 on tickets that cost $13.50 or more. This offer may not be combined with any other discounts like all-you-can-eat seats. That's excluded. And this is only for a limited time, so don't wait. Get your tickets today and save at Padres.com. Dick?
All right, Mark. Mike Adams comes in. Yesterday he pitched an inning, the ninth inning, and gave up a run and a couple of hits. A rarity for Adams, who has been the stingiest of the lot in that great bullpen for San Diego. The best in baseball by a bunch. The Padre bullpen, a 2.30 combined ERA. Atlanta's second, 2.60. Kyle Phillips remains in the game behind the plate. Adams works to the top of the order. Ryan Theriot. Ball one.
Well, you know, Dustin Mosley pitched a gem tonight. Good night in the big leagues for the right-hander. One pitch to Albert Pujols. That's the only run, and the Padres picking him up by scoring one, tying it up.
Oh, it's Adams' game right now. He inherits the game at 1-1 here in the eighth. Slider catches the corner. 1-1. Theriot, Jay, and Pujols for the Birds here in the eighth. He showed you that Rogers Hornsby clip, and that St. Louis Cardinal logo was the same when he played in the 20s as it is today. There's another slider for a strike. Theriot backs away and doesn't say no in the face of Joyce, but screams it out so he could hear it.
Yeah, if you're going to yell something to an umpire, you make sure that your back is turned. You don't want to say it right to his face. He'll hear you, and he'll allow you to do that.
1-2.
Well, that's a powerful slider.
Mosley went 7 innings, 1 run earned, 5 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Terrific outing. But he won't win his second game. Line down the right field line. Foul. About 10 feet. Man of focus, Mike Adams. Patiently takes his time. Now here comes the 2-2. Line to right. Denorfia to his right to make the catch. So Theriot hitting .391 the last 7 games. 0 for 4 tonight. John Jay. Couple of singles his first 2 times up and a strikeout. Started tonight at 312. Slider low and inside. The Padres have been true to form. 7th inning by far and away has been their best inning this year, and they score their run in the 7th tonight. Foul back. Eduardo Sanchez is the right-hander down the bullpen for St. Louis. So starter Kyle Loesch, his night may be over. Over 100 pitches tonight. 1-1.
Oh, not a bad pitch at 94. Ball jumping out of Mike Adams' hand. Even Mike, it looks like he was shaking his head a little bit. But you know what, though? Jim Joyce, the home plate umpire, I think he's been pretty consistent for both sides.
Good ball strike umpire.
Yeah. Missed there with the slider. He wanted to bury that one inside.
Ball goes to Pujols, and they clamber down by the dugout of the Cardinals to get that souvenir, and he accommodates a fan. Finds one with a red St. Louis cap on. Two balls, two strikes. One away here in the top of the 8th inning. 1-1 tie. And the count full now to Jay.
You want to face Pujols with nobody on base. That's a no-brainer. That means that Mike Adams, you know what, go after him with your best stuff. If it's going to be a slider, make it a good slider about knee high. Even if you split the heart of the plate, maybe he'll put it on the ground for you.
Ground ball on the ground, but by Hop into right field. Jay turns. He's going to gamble and go. Here's Denarfia's throw. It's offline, and Jay has a double. That's stretching a single into a double. The speed of Jay. Driving one to the right of Hop. You don't normally get two bases out of that kind of a ground ball.
Well, it was a slider, but it was a hanging slider. And John Jay, left-hander out of the box. What does he see in front of him? Well, Chris Denarfia has to go to his left. So he's thinking, you know what? I'm going to beat him with my speed. He's got to get to the baseball, spin around being right-handed, and then throw a strike to second base. That's great hustle. He was thinking two out of the box.
It would have taken a strike to second to get him. It was a worthy gamble by Jay. So he's in scoring position for Albert Pujols, who homered 359 feet just into the first row in left field last time up to end 105 straight at bats without a home run. Now a single will get the Birds right back on top.
Well, the first pitch here to Pujols will dictate a lot on how Mike Adams is going to go after Albert.
With first base open.
Right.
Slider outside, and our cold hard blast presented by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer, against Dustin Mosley. Pujols posed, and then almost Ludwig stealing the home run, but it made it into the first row and left, and that's the St. Louis Cardinal run tonight.
Boy, with that pose, you would think that Albert was going to put it up into the upper tank. That ball just made it.
Slider away again.
Yeah, I don't think. I think Albert's got it in his mind as well. You know, he might not get much to hit here.
Put him in first, sets up the double play.
But then you got Lance Berkman on deck, the left-hander, who's swinging the bat well.
That's an understatement. Hitting .338 coming in, and 1 for 2 tonight.
So it's kind of like pick your poison, huh? Righty or lefty?
Yeah, another one well outside. Yeah. He's pitching around Pujols.
Yep.
Surprised they don't just give him the fourth one wide and put him on there.
Yeah.
Don't risk a chance of throwing something fat here to Pujols. Oh, he did bring one right down the middle. Might be a play. Hop, look, now it's going to curl back into the seats.
3-0 slider and swinging at it. 3-0 slider. Outer half but down. Albert just works under it a little bit, opens up that front side just a tad. Gets another crack at it.
Jay with his third hit of the night. Half of the Cardinal total out at second base. One out. A 1-1 tie here in the 8th.
Almost have to bet another slider here, huh?
I don't think he's going to throw him a fastball for a strike. Chops it foul. 87-mile-an-hour slider, and the count is full. So I guess he wasn't pitching around it. Pujols, while he's hitting under his average 269 on the season, 333 with runners in scoring position. Berkman is hitting 400 with runners in scoring position. He's on deck.
Okay, do you throw the slider down and away, or do you get to a point now, hey, I've got 2 strikes, so I go for that slider on the inside part of the plate?
Full count. Oh. Got him. Obviously, Pujols unhappy with the call.
Yeah, I'm not just saying this because
he's thrown him out now. Or maybe LaRussa. LaRussa came out of the dugout. You can't argue balls and strikes, so that's almost an automatic ejection. You're gone, Jim Joyce said.
Now, I'm not just saying this because Mike Adams has Padres across his chest, but that's a strike. That is a darn good pitch.
Right across the knees.
Yep. He got it with the front door slider.
That's a pitcher's pitch. LaRussa is going to get his money's worth here. Now he's going to come back for more. He's gone.
That at-bat went from a pitch around, try to hit my slider down and away, swinging 3-0 to a punch out, and here's the toss. Jim Joyce runs him.
And now they're going to pitch around Berkman.
That's some pitching right there by Mike Adams. And, you know, Albert swinging 3-0 at the slider, getting a little froggy there, you know? I mean, how many guys swinging a 3-0 slider?
Well, he's king.
Well,
King Albert can.
But you can be pitched to, too. And Mike Adams just proved that.
That was a terrific sequence.
Yes, it was.
I mean, it ended on the right note for Padre fans and sour note for St. Louis. And they're now ejected manager. So they walk Berkman first and second. And they're going to take their chances on Colby Rasmus, who has struck out, walked, and bounced into a double play. Not out of the woods yet. Two on, two out, 1-1 tie, top of the 8th inning. High ball 1.
How intense was that at bat? I feel like I just ran 5 miles. I need a nap and a shower. I mean, that was a great sequence. That was a battle. That's big league battle. Mike Adams, Albert Pujols.
Great theater. He really was. Now to get Rasmus.
Absolutely. Don't shut your toolbox just yet. You've got some work to do.
Slider for a strike.
That guy lives and dies with every pitch. Darren Balsley.
These are his pupils. He's the dean of the pitching staff. 1 ball, 1 strike. Way outside. Yeah, better to hang that slider out there.
Absolutely. That's a good point, Dick. And to elaborate on that, you got right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter, right? You throw a slow breaking ball in the zone to Rasmus, you speed up his bat. That spells damage. So you want to try to backdoor that one, have him maybe hit it. If he hits it on the ground, it's going to be pulled to the right side.
Action pitch, 2-1.
There it is. That was up a little bit, though.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. How did he miss that?
Up just enough, and that late tilt, light explosion slider, that's tough to square up.
Jay still at second, Berkman at first. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. What a job by Mike Adams. First and second, he strikes out Pujols and Rasmus to dig out of trouble in the 8th inning. No runs, a hit. 2 Cardinals are left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 tie. On your computer or favorite devices, visit Padres.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere. Leading off, last of the 8th inning, Chris Denorfia, a double the last time. A couple of ground outs to short. Kyle Loesch still on the hill, and the count 2-0. Mike Adams, superb effort in the top half of this inning.
That was some big league pitching by the right-hander.
That's a strike, 2-1.
That's one of those at-bats where I'd like to get on DVD and just sit and watch. Just, the outcome, but just to see how he set him up, how that at-bat went from basically a pitch around with first base open to, you know what, okay, you're going to swing 3-0 to slider. Okay, now game on.
Gets Pujols on a pitcher's pitch right at the knees that Pujols didn't like, nor did La Russa, who gets the heave-ho. Outside, 3-2.
And we know that the Carl's Jr. pitch track is right on. So the pitch was right on the line, right at the knees.
By the mound, shortstop Terrio on the run. Just does get Denorfia. Third time tonight that Denorfia has rolled out to the shortstop.
Dick, here's that pitch, the last pitch, 3-2 slider. Knee high. Inner third of the plate, and Tony La Russa gets the heave-ho.
Now, he might have argued he came out under the influence of trying to help his hitter. Pujols didn't want him to be thrown out, but we all know what La Russa was doing. And so did Joyce. So, argue ball strikes, and you get an early shower. Bartlett 0 for 3, lined out to first the last time. Chops this one out in front of the plate. Loesch quickly off the mound to throw him out. So here's Kyle Loesch, 115 pitches and still getting some easy outs. Let's go to our freeze cam, brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Back in the first inning, Ludwig with a long bomb to deep center field and frees it as Rasmus goes over the top of the wall and takes a home run away from Ryan Ludwig. Ludwig stepping in now for 3 tonight. That long out, a pop up and a strikeout. Needs a hit to extend his batting streak to 11.
That was a pretty play, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. And that's what every outfielder, whether it's
Absolutely.
little league all the way to the big leagues, you dream about going back and making catches like that. Take a home run away. Fastball right in there.
117th pitch for Kyle Loesch, and that fastball is just pinpoint right on the outside corner.
90 miles an hour. His control has been amazing. Hasn't walked a man. One. Chases. Gets Ludwig to chase one down in the dirt. And it's an easy 1-2-3 8th inning for Kyle Loesch. To the 9th. Still tied at 1. Heath Bell, reliever of the year a season ago, comes in to work the 9th inning. It's the first time we've seen Bell since Thursday last. He came in the 9th inning. Scoreless game at the time against the Milwaukee Brewers. The Padres got a run in the bottom of the 9th inning. Remember, on Orlando Hudson's sacrifice fly, and Bell picked up his second win, 2-0 with 9 saves.
And the save out the window now that we're in the top of the 9th and we are tied. So the Padres hopefully can hold the Redbirds here and win it in the bottom of the 9th. And Heath Bell is out there to try to close it down after a great performance by Mike Adams.
And starter Dustin Mosley.
Yes, sir.
Yadier Molina, then Schumacher and Descalzo to bat for St. Louis in the top of the 9th. Molina, the hottest hitter in the major leagues coming into this game, hitting .565 last week. Been held in check. Popped a second, grounded into a double play, and a hard ground ball to first baseman Brad Hopp, 0 for 3. St. Louis has out-hit the Padres 6-5. Their run on Pujols' solo home run in the 6th inning, number 8 on the year for Albert Pujols. First pitch strike, 93. Fastball on the outside corner. Breaking ball. Cardinals can improve their lead atop the National League Central. They're 2.5 up on Cincinnati coming in. The Reds have been beaten tonight 10-3 by the Phils. That's a fastball at 95, 1-2. Milwaukee continues to have the best home record in the National League. They pound Washington tonight 11-3. After sweeping Colorado over the weekend.
You know, he hasn't called that pitch all night, and that ball is off the plate.
2-2 to Molina. Dodgers lost at Houston. Astros rallied from 3-1 down to win at 4-3. Ground ball right at Hudson. Sharply hit. And there's one away. So Molina's hit the ball on the nose the last 2 times, but right to Hop, and this time to Hudson. Schumacher grounded to second, grounded to third, and walked. Looking ahead to the home half of the 9th inning, it'll be the middle 3. Buddy Black's order: Hop, Headley, and Maben. Right. Well, that arm's well rested. Heath Bell getting the high velocity fastball in there tonight. Now 2 balls and a strike to Schumacher. Ryan Talbot, left-hander, starts to throw now for St. Louis in the bullpen, with Hop, a left-handed hitter, leading off bottom half of the inning. There's a base hit to right center field. Over to cut it off is Denorfia. He's going to go for 2. Here's the throw, and he is safe. Safe is the call. Jim Wolf makes the call. Good throw by Denorfia. Schumacher just in under the tag. Boy, these Cardinals are aggressive, aren't they? They're thinking double right out of the batter's box.
And Chris Denorfia, what a great job he did. He got his toe on the bag. Oh, no, did he come off the bag? This is foot's on the bag. Does he apply it?
No, we can't see there.
Yeah. Looked like his foot came off just a little bit. Here it is again. Watch it. Watch his foot. See if he's still. Okay, he's on the bag. Glove on him. He came off just a little bit.
He did. Might have had the spike on there.
Great job by Denorfia, though, getting to that baseball and getting rid of it quickly and firing accurately.
Schumacher with his first hit, scoring position, 1 out. Daniel Descalzo, he doubled into the right field corner, 1 for 3. So the Cardinals with 3 doubles and a home run amongst their 7 hits. Pinch hitter on deck, Alan Craig for Loesch. Phillips boxing that one. 2-0. Adams pitched out of a 1-out double in the last inning. Now Schumacher aboard with a 1-out double. Ground ball toward third, foul. 2 balls and a strike now on Descalzo. And another tense 9th inning with Heath Bell on the mound. Drama King. Haven't been many easy outings for Heath Bell this year. Two and 1. Goes to the curveball. 3-1. There's a base hit to right. Here comes a run around third. The throw to the plate way offline, and the Cardinals lead 2-1 as Schumacher scores on Descalso's single. And he moves up on the throw to the plate. So the bottom of the order, Schumacher and Descalso produce a run here in the ninth off Heath Bell.
Well, this ball was hit so sharply that I really thought Chris Denorfia, and he's coming in, he's charging. He comes up and just yanks it. It's on the first base side of home plate. And after making such a great throw to second base before, I thought he really had a legitimate chance of getting Schumacher at the plate.
I did too.
And it just yanked it, kind of overthrew it a little bit maybe. And after that throw, Chris pounded his glove in frustration.
And because the throw goes all the way through, Descalso takes second base. And here is Alan Craig. Shows you what kind of a lineup these Cardinals have. Here's Craig, a non-starter, and all he's hitting is .319. Best hitting team in the National League, and showing it here 1 through 9. John Jay, 3 hits tonight, the leader. Pujols a home run, and then Schumacher and Descalso hitless prior to, well, no, Descalso had a single double back in the 5th inning. That's his second hit, his 16th RBI. Curveball misses, 2-0. Bell has not been used very frequently. There has been no need for his services. Perhaps a little rusty tonight.
You know, you look back at that base hit by Descalso, it was a 3-1 count, and he threw him the fastball.
Craig, high fly ball, right center. Denorfia's there, tagging Descalso, and he goes on to third. 2 away. Top of the order, Ryan Theriot.
But getting back to that Descalso hit with a 3-1 count, good fastball was down. And in that situation, as a hitter, you know, you're going to look fastball. He got the fastball and he pulled it to the right side. Heath got his ground ball, but it was hit sharply through the hole on the right side.
Theriot, a 300 hitter, has grounded out 3 times and lined to right. Big run at third. Bell needs to close the door right here. Fastball upstairs, ball 1. John Jay been a menace tonight, 3 for 4 on deck. That's a strike. Right-hander Fernando Salas joins Brian Talbot. Salas has their top save count. That one slapped down the right field line and back into the seats. So 1-2 Ontario. One of those two will come in. One figures that the lefty Talbot will pitch to Brad Hopp, left-hander against left-hander, to open the bottom of the 9th inning.
And we know that Tony La Russa loves to utilize that bullpen, eh? Matchups galore.
A looper into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. 3-1 St. Louis as Descalso scores. Theriot dumps a soft single to right. His 17th RBI. Hit them where they ain't. That's why Petco is a good hitter's ballpark, not necessarily a good home run hitter's ballpark. Lots of room to hit one.
You see Theriot just taking that pitch where it was hit, trying not to pull Heath Bell, and just lobbing it out to right field.
Fastball strike to Jay. A rare rough outing for Heath Bell, giving up a double and 2 singles here in the 9th inning and 2 St. Louis runs. It's Albert Pujols near our microphone down by the dugout. Theriot with that 2-out RBI single to make it a 3-1 game. 1-1. Curveball misses the outside corner. 2-1.
Look at the bottom of this lineup for the Cardinals. You go back to Skip Schumacher, Daniel Descalso, just guys that work the count in their favor. And try not to do too much at the plate as well. What I mean by that is shortening up. You know, Heath Bell's throwing 94, 95, right? I mean, that's some pretty good petrol right there. But like Terrio, just sticking the bat out, going the other way. Descalso doing the same thing. He got a 3-1.
There goes the runner, fouled away.
You got that 3-1 fastball, and hitters will cheat and they'll guess. There's Daniel. They'll guess at the certain fastball count. He got it and he laced it to the right side.
And then Terrio, good pitch to him, but he's able to just float a little soft single into right field. It counts just as big as the sharp single by Descalso for a 3-1 lead. Nine hits now for the Cardinals this evening, 3 in this inning. Long inning for Bell, 26 pitches.
Exactly.
And the count goes full. Terrio off with the next pitch. High fly ball. Ludwig coasts under it. And that's it for St. Louis in the ninth, but they come up with 2 big runs on 3 hits. A man left. Bottom of the ninth. Padres need 2 to tie. Off. Headley. Maben coming up. Appearance, 250 batting average against. He has been a starter also in his career. Came up first with Cleveland and then Toronto last year. Was 2-6. He's in there specifically to pitch to Brad Hopp and gives him a curveball for a strike.
Talent throws a fastball, cutter, change, and a slider.
These fellas were teammates with LSU when they won the national championship in 2000. Talent was the pitcher on the team. Hopp was the first baseman, and Terrio the shortstop. 3 of the Tigers that won the national championship in 2000 on the field right now. Hopp a double in 3 trips tonight. Fouls it away. Way upstairs. Quite a job by Kyle Loesch. 8 innings, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He stands to make it 6-2 on the season. He chased the ball in the dirt. Strike 3, and the putout will be made at first base. One away. Chase Headley. 2 of the 5 San Diego hits. Has hit the ball hard all 3 times. Duncan coming out to, he's running the ball club now as the pitching coach, and Talent got his man, striking out Hopp, and now the right-hander Fernando Salas. One out in the 9th. The Padres trying to scramble back. Ground ball to second. 1 out. 9th inning. 3-1 St. Louis. And Salas with a strike. He's taken over from Ryan Franklin as the closer now for St. Louis. Has 7 saves and 2 wins with no losses and a 1.31 ERA. 181 batting average against. Throws that one right by Headley, and the count is 2 strikes.
Good tailing fastball right there from Salas. Fastball, slurve, and a change. He mixes his pitches up pretty well for a closer. Usually when you have a closer out there, you're either really throwing hard or you're throwing softly. Change-ups.
Struck him out. Oh, that didn't take long.
Speaking of change-ups, that was a nice one there.
So Talent comes in to strike out Hopp. Salas makes short work of Headley. 3 pitches, strikes him out, and now down to their final out, Cameron Maben. A bunt single, a walk, and a strikeout tonight. Eight strikeouts tonight by the Cardinal pitchers. Padres coming into the game 5 games in the homestand, striking out 55 times. 8 more tonight. That's going to maybe drop in there. Yes, just off the glove of John Jay, and Maben has a looping single to keep things alive. 2 for 3 tonight for Cameron Maben. A bunt single and just out of the glove of Jay, who made a terrific try. Actually, he over dived.
Yep. Hit him on the heel. You're absolutely right, Dick. And I would have bet money if that ball, initially off the bat, that Jay would have had a great chance of catching that baseball, and Cameron Maben gets credit for a knock.
Well, that brings a tying run to the plate.
Yep.
Hudson, fielder's choice, long out to right. Went to the warning track. There goes Maben. I don't know if they're going to give him a steal or a defensive indifference. It's a DI.
And Pujols playing behind him, not holding him on. So that takes the force out there. The Redbirds can't go the short way to end this game.
1 ball, no strikes to Hudson. Fouls it away. Orlando's average down to 220 on the season. Only 7 RBIs. There's a chance for a big number 8 to keep this 9th inning going. Deep in thought, Heath Bell. Doesn't have many bad outings. Low, 2-1. Salas made his way through the Mexican League, and the Cardinals spotted him and signed him to a contract 4 years ago. Came up to the big club middle of last year, pitched in 27 games, all in relief. No record, 3.52 ERA. Low, 3-1. If Hudson can climb aboard, bring the winning run to the plate. Eric Patterson getting loose in the on-deck circle. Pitcher's spot due next. High fly ball, left field. Berkman going back, and makes the catch a step away from the barrier in left field by just that much. Hudson misses a tying home run. Hitting tonight in tough luck. There have been some games in this homestand where they just didn't make good contact at all. Not even an angry foul ball, but they hit it well tonight in bad luck. And so the 9th inning comes to an end, and the Padres homestand now 6 games. They've lost 5, and they've scored a total of 5 runs, and 4 of those earned. 3-1 the final. St. Louis, they're now on a winning streak. 7 out of the last 8 for the Cardinals. And we'll be back with the final totals right after we pause for these words.